Hi students, welcome back to our channel Amaze Tutors. Today we are going to see how to solve a quadratic equation using completing the square method. Many students are confused with this method. I am going to explain today with one easy example. The steps are really easy. Before going to the method, let's see what is a perfect square trinomial. I hope you know about monomial, binomial and trinomial. Monomial is with single term, an expression with single term. Binomial, bi means two, an expression with two terms. Trinomial, it is with three terms. So these are all examples for trinomial because they contain three terms, 1, 2, 3. Each term is separated by a plus or minus. Now, perfect square trinomial, I hope you might have done the two formulas. A plus B the whole squared can be written as A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. There is another algebraic identity which is also called formula A minus B the whole square, which is equal to A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. Now these two are the formulae for perfect square trinomial. When you have this kind of equation or expression, a square plus 2ab plus b squared, they are called perfect square trinomials. Now let's look at the first example, x squared plus 6x plus 9. It is obviously x plus 3 the whole squared. That is why when you expand this using this formula, x squared plus 2ab, 2 times x times 3, which is 2 3s are 6x, plus 3 squared, 9 squared. Same manner, these two are perfect square trinomials. The second one is with minus, that is y, x minus 5 the whole square is the formula to be used for this. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Same manner, the third one can be written as x plus 6 the whole squared. So this can be written as 3 squared, this can be written as 5 squared, this can be written as 6 squared. That is the reason in place of A I have x, in place of B I have 3. So this is how you will be writing the perfect square trinomials. Let's proceed. Now our main ambition is to create the perfect square trinomial. Let's see how to create it. In the following perfect square trinomial, the constant term is missing. This is what we are going to do. That is the reason the name is called completing the square, because it is incomplete without the constant. We are trying to complete it. That is why the name of the method is completing the square method. I hope you understand the reason now. Now x squared plus 14x plus constant term is missing. So what we will have to do, find the constant term by squaring of the coefficient of the linear term. Let me explain this. Linear, you know that it is with the highest degree 1. So linear term means x terms, the middle one, wherever the power is 1. So what we are going to do, we are going to take the coefficient. Coefficient is the number which is coming along with the x, or it is constant multiplier multiplied by x. You are going to consider that, divide by 2 because it is halving, and square the same. So let me repeat, find the constant term by squaring of the coefficient of the linear term. In other words, it is coefficient of x divided by 2 the whole square. This is what we are going to add both the sides to balance the equation. This is the very important step in case of completing the square method. This is what we actually do. Coefficient of x divided by 2 the whole square. Add this to both the sides. Now in this question, coefficient of x is 14. That is why 14 divided by 2 the whole square. 14 divided by 2 the whole square is 7 squared, which is 49. We added that as a constant term. So this is what we are going to do in completing the square method. I am giving you some examples how to complete the constant part. So here, create perfect square trinomials. These are the unknowns, which is a dash. So coefficient of 20, x is 20. 20 divided by 2, the whole square is to be added as a constant term. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 squared is 100. That is why 100 is given in the constant part. Same manner, 4. No need to consider the negative, just to consider the number alone. 4 by 2 the whole square, which is 2 square, that is why 4. Now 5. So here it is a fractional form because 5 is not completely divisible by 2, that is why we are getting it as a fraction here. 5 by 2 the whole squared is 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4. So that is why the constant part for the third question is 25 by 4. I hope you all are following this. Let's look at one example. Solve the following by completing the square method. X square plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. This is the question. We are going to solve it for x. Step 1. Move quadratic term and linear term to left side of the equation. Or otherwise, I can even tell this step like this. Move the constant term to the right side. Keep x squared and x term on left side. This is what we are doing in step 1. So move the constant term to the right side and keep x squared and x term on the left side itself. So that is what I did. What I did, minus 20, when you take it to the other side, plus 20. Because we know that the opposite operations are. So let me explain. Addition becomes subtraction on the other side. Subtraction becomes addition. Multiplication becomes division. Division becomes multiplication whenever you try to balance an equation or whenever you try to take the numbers to the other side. Change side, change sign. That is the rule. That is why negative 20, when you take it to the other side, positive 20. Let's proceed. Step 2. Find the term that completes the square on the left side of the equation. Add that term to both the sides. What is the main important step? Divide the coefficient of x by 2, square it. Now x by 2, 4. 4 squared is 16. So 16 is the number you need to add both the sides. That is why the equation will become x square plus 8x plus 16 equals 20 already there on the right side. That is why 20 plus 16. Now we need to simplify the right side. Step 3. Factor the perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation. Simplify the right side. That is step 3. Now here x squared plus 8x plus 16 equals 20 plus 16 is 36. Now we know how to write this. It is a perfect square trinomial. If I write this as 4 squared, it is x plus 4 the whole squared or x plus 4 times x plus 4. So here it is given by mistake as a minus, but it is plus. Now x plus 4 times x plus 4 equal to 36 or x plus 4 the whole square equal to 36. Now I want to get it of the square because I just want the x. That is the reason in the next step, step 4, take the square root of each side and solve. So the previous step was x plus 4 the whole square. I am changing 4 everywhere because the question is plus 8x. If the question is minus 8x, minus 4 is correct. Now, square rooting both sides will give you square root and square gets cancelled. We end up with only x plus 4. Now, square root of 36, don't consider the positive answer alone. Please consider plus or minus 6, both positive and negative value, so that you will get two solutions. As you all know, for a quadratic equation, there will be two solutions always. Also, I'll tell you the reason why the square root of 36 is even minus 6, because minus 6 the whole squared also giving you positive 36. That is the reason whenever you square root any number, perfect square, write both positive and negative value of that, so that we will get two solutions. Now let me separate that. X plus 4 equal to 6, x minus 4 equal to minus 6. Now from here you know very well how to solve it. Take x to the other side. X equal to 6 minus 4, which is 2. And when you take x to the other side, x equals minus 6 minus 4, because we are changing the answer also. X equal to negative 10. So these are the two answers, x equal to negative 10 or x equal to positive 2. So because we took positive 4 to the other side, minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. And here plus 4, when you take it to the other side, minus 4. Minus 6 already there. Minus 6 minus 4 minus 10 or negative 10. So these are the two solutions. So this is what completing the square method, children. The main step is divide the coefficient of x by 2 and square the result. Add that result both the sides and solve for x. I hope you understood everything and the video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Bye bye.